For the experienced agent, I think one of the things that they come to understand is that the business has changed, but what is the broker or the brokerage or the company I'm working for doing to adapt to it? Many times I will say, or not say, I will see brokerages, hire an outside consultant, how to be more relevant online, how to be more, and what they do is they attempt to entice the agent to do a good portion of what their online experience is going to be to the consumer, as well as show houses, sell houses, making a completely another job out of what they're doing. And if you're not adept in the skills of that, a 2-hour training isn't going to cut it. A 5-hour training will cut it. Maybe not even a 2-year training is going to cut it. It's a very sophisticated understanding of the internet in general. And what most people don't understand, it's a very time-consuming process. And a lot of people, what they'll do is, since they can't optimize their time to do it, they pay a third-party provider to provide them the leads that they could literally get on their own, provided they had the time to do so. For us, that was not an option. Brokerages, you pay a split of a commission. And the idea is, and the question that any experienced agent is, why? Why? Why am I paying a broker a certain fee from my percentage, a certain percentage from my fee, to do what? And it was a very, very, when I started the business, is a question that every agent had. Why am I paying X amount of dollars to be in business for myself, essentially? Some people will say it's a name, it's a bunch of things, but what is really the roots of paying for that? Is that brokerage taking the time to say, okay, what investment or portion of my investment back into this company is actually working for me? That's where we come in to be the difference, is when they're paying a split, that split is working toward being more innovative, to being more relevant, to driving more business to them. So it's part of what we feel we need to be accomplishing as a partner with an experienced agent. They need to know that they don't have to go off and take 16 different classes on how to be more relevant to buyers out there. We're doing that. We're taking that role for them, and we're facilitating that role so they could focus on what they do best, which is to go out and be the salesperson and the advisor to the buyer or seller. It's optimizing their time to do what they do best, not to try to learn 16 different trades and skill sets that require an agent to be successful. It's our job and our mission is to be partners with the experienced agent. They are going to sell more homes here than anywhere else. There's unequivocally, I don't have a single wavering thought that someone coming here isn't going to be more successful than anywhere else, because when you really look at the core and you look at, you can look at every number that this company offers, the success of the agents that have experienced, even not experienced, the success these agents are having are way ahead of the curve in comparison to the rest of the market. And, when you sit down and you look at really the metrics, how much does a company produce per agent? I mean, that's one of the great myths of real estate, is understanding the numbers. We're producing more sales per agent than any other company. So they're more productive agents. They're more efficient agents because they have the ability to focus on what they do best. we focus on the things that they can't do best. And that partnership is working for the consumer in ways that a lot of people just kind of, I could say they literally missed the boat. And, you know, it's a big part of whether they're going to be successful or not. And I don't need to speak, you know, it doesn't have to come from my mouth alone that this is what's happening. You know, you can look right up in the statistics and you can see that something's happening here. Something's happening to the experienced agent that's not happening in other places. They're actually growing more successful. And they're doing it at a far better profit margin than anywhere else they could possibly do it. And to me, that's the legacy that this company wants to provide, is we are, in fact, a partner with the agent in their success. That is only going to help the consumer get what they need, help us be a much more successful company, and, you know, and really have a bright future for people who've been in the business for many years, who've seen the industry change, but yet don't know how to address it. And it's one of the things we take seriously here.